What's going on, people, and welcome back to another video. This time finally we're going to be wrapping things up for the Instagram Design 101 series, and we're going to be doing something really simple today that should only take you realistically about 5 minutes to do. And we're going to be covering Instagram's guides feature, which, to be honest with you, I've not really been noticing that many people take advantage of it. And I myself have only really put about 3 posts out there using the Instagram guides feature, but it's something that I'm going to start trying to use a lot more, because I think in terms of writing out case studies, or if you're a blogger or you're someone who writes news articles, there's a lot of potential for you to kind of recycle your content and move it over to Instagram. So what I'm about to show you, and we'll hop over to my PC in a moment because I'm going to have to use my phone to do this. I'm going to show you how you can use the Instagram guides feature specifically for designers to write out case studies and showcase and collate all of the work that you've done for one specific project, so that you can write in a little bit more in depth about the different design techniques that you've used, where it probably wouldn't be suitable to use in an Instagram caption, because the likelihood is that people aren't going to read through it. If you're watching this and you're not a designer, there's still things that you can take from Instagram guides to kind of recycle your own content. So if you're someone that's a blogger, for example, you write a lot of articles, you can use Instagram guides to recycle your content, take it from your website and move it over to Instagram. And if you're someone who writes news articles and that sort of thing, you can do exactly the same. So let's hop over to Instagram. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to be doing and where you need to be going to create these Instagram guides. And yeah, very simple. Probably going to take you between 5 to 10 minutes to get this set up, maybe even less. Okay, so now that we're in Instagram, just make sure that you're on your profile to start things off, and then have a look for the plus icon in the top right hand corner. Once you found that, just tap onto the plus and you'll see the create list menu appear. And then we're going to pick guide. If you don't see the guide button there, then there's 1 or 2 reasons why this might be happening. Either one, you haven't updated your Instagram app, in which case update it and just check again to see if the guides feature's there. Or it might be depending on if you're in a specific place in the world. So for example, I know that UK and US residents probably have access to the guides feature, being that I'm from the UK and I can see it. But for example, if you're from somewhere like India or something like that, you might not see this feature enabled. If you aren't seeing the guides feature, don't panic. It'll be around at some stage. You're just going to have to stay patient and probably keep an eye on the patch notes that you see when you update Instagram as well. So let's pick guide. And then the next thing we're going to pick is posts. And the reason for this is it's going to make it easier to collate a bunch of previous posts that we've put out there. And in which case we can put a load of designs together in like a case study format. So pick posts. The first post that you pick, by the way, is going to appear as your cover. So just bear that in mind. Then you're going to pick your posts. Scroll down to the first post that you want to appear in the list and the post that's going to appear as the cover for the guide. So I'm going to pick this one. And then, do it in the following order. So if you want something to appear second, make sure that you pick it second, third, fourth, etc. So once you're done, pick next. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to add a title for the actual guide. So, whatever the project is, mine was Rob Bassett's, don't want a capital A, Rob Bassett's, oh, not Rob Bassett, Rob Bassett's brand design. Why is it in caps? There we go. And then once you've done that, if you want to change your cover photo, just tap on the button which says change cover photo, and then add a nice introduction. I just like to kick things off with a brief introduction of what people are about to read through. Add a title for all the different posts as well. So depending on what the post is or what the designs entail, make sure that you put that in the title and talk a little bit more about what it is that they're going to see from that within the actual what is this post about section. Obviously, you don't have to put descriptions in there, but as we're trying to replicate a case study format, again, make sure that you have context behind all your designs, because if people are going on this, the likelihood is they want to read about it. Once you've finalized everything, go to next. And what I like to do is also share it to the feed. So you see this little toggle option, make sure that it's toggled on if you want to share it to your feed. And I don't see why not, to be fair. If you want to give people some updates and you want people to see the guides, it's probably a good idea to make this enabled. So once you've finalized everything, you can either save it as a draft. So if you want to save it as a draft and then publish it at a later date, pick that option. Or if you want to share it right away, just tap on the share option. And you can preview it before you do so anyway. So just to make sure that everything's in line before you go ahead and share it, you can tap on the preview menu. And then, yeah, you can look through all your designs and look through all the descriptions and the titles, maybe check for any spelling errors or typos, and then get things changed on the fly if you need to. What I would traditionally do is obviously press share, but I haven't added any descriptions in there or anything like that. So I'll do this at a later date once I've finalized everything. But what I'll show you before we end the video, because that's all you basically have to do to start sharing guides, is I'll show you what it looks like on your profile once you're done and show you some examples of some stuff that I've put out previously. So if you go over to the guides icon, which for me is the middle one, then you can see all the different guides that you've put out in the past. So we've got one for Rob Bassett, we've got a staff sub, Eat Sleep Ski, and Project Forex. Let's have a look at the Eat Sleep Ski example. So as you can see, nice big cover, we've got a nice introduction in there, and logo type exploration, bit of text there, logo mark and brand guidelines, bit of text there, brand collateral, etc. And the nice thing about guides is when people are viewing this, if they tap on one of the images, it will go back to the original post so they can have a look through that. So if I use this as an example, you can see it goes back to the original post. People can go through the carousels and see what else is involved as part of that design. And if they wanted to, they could read through the description of that actual post as well. So it all links back together, which is why I think guides are such a valuable tool to use. You can link everything together in a cohesive way, and it's just a nice way to create brand just walk past. It's a nice way to be able to create case studies is what I meant to say, but Zeus walking past kind of distracted me. But yeah, that's it guys. Really simple, really easy to do. Any questions, if you need any help with stuff, drop a comment. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can, and make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps and motivates me to make new videos. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.